This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good afternoon and Happy New Year. Welcome into 2021 basketball, and we're excited to bring it to you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network and on Facebook Live. So glad you could join us for a Tuesday night of doubleheader action, starting with the Macarthur Lady Highlanders, followed up by the boys who will take on Piedmont. So welcome into a new year, and I hope that you're able to spend some kind of a holiday, whether it be kind of distant or maybe over a Zoom call, or maybe you did get to spend a little bit of time with family and friends, but we certainly want you to be a part of that. So our game of the week is going to be featured the Macarthur Highlanders and Piedmont as the Wildcats come into town. Also on our sister channels, you can find the Eisenhower Eagles taking on Ardmore, and Duncan and Altus in a tussle. So you can kind of jump around between those in those games there. So we're going to have the starting lineups. So we'll have the matchups between these two right after this timeout as you're watching Macarthur Highlander basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's a calling that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling?
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Paris, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Paris Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Well, welcome back to the Macarthur Gym, host of this site between the Macarthur Highlanders and the Piedmont Wildcats. Glad to have you here for doubleheader action. And I want to be able to thank many of our fine sponsors that if it was not for them, this would not be possible. In fact, we want to say thank you very much to the Booster Club for the Macarthur Lady Highlanders for putting this together, for the support to do all home games for Macarthur. And this really started back, if you remember, at the end of basketball season. We went into what we thought was going to be the state run. We got through the regionals area, and then when we get to state, it was all collapsed and shut down. Unfortunately, the seasons came to an end because of COVID, and so we've been kind of in a standstill ever since. And then we got to get through the summer, and then we finally got fall sports in, and we don't have to worry about jinxing it. But football got all of their stuff in, including their finals in all of the classes. There was a little hiccup along the way as far as maybe a game that couldn't be played or had to be made up at a later date. So most people are kind of rolling with the punches, and we understand that. So, this is the world we live in, and hopefully with these vaccines and treatments, maybe we'll get back to normal here after a while. We got 3.5 minutes before the setup between this one, but we're excited to bring you doubleheader action between the Macarthur Highlanders and the Piedmont Wildcats. Going to be a great matchup up and down the floor for both these teams. And, you come off of the holiday break. What are you going to expect? What are you going to see? Some actually advanced to tournaments. Some of those tournaments have been canceled because of COVID in the holidays. So it's really kind of a unfamiliar start. You kind of get a rhythm especially after you get through the holidays. It's your run of the meat of your schedule, and let's get ready. In a month from now, we'll be talking playoffs and matchups and area and regionals and then on to the big state tournament as well. So we're going to take one more time out and then come up and tip it off right after this as you're watching Macarthur Highlander basketball on your Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to care for our patients through all phases of life, from our tiniest patients in the region's only NICU, comprehensive heart care, emergency services, orthopedics, robotic surgery, to home health and hospice. The staff and physicians provide quality care with advanced technology for all of your healthcare needs. Your community hospital, our family caring for yours.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Whether you're building the house of your dreams or just doing a simple remodel, Hard Rock Surfaces would love to help you find top quality natural stone countertops to fit your style and budget. Give Hard Rock Surfaces a call today for a free estimate.
At Brady's Design Center, we have a large selection of stylish tile, carpet, wood flooring, custom cabinets, furniture, and all kinds of accessories to make your home one of a kind. Give Brady's Design Center a call today for a free estimate.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
The quivers, the shivers, goosebumps. That's what our customers say before we repair their furnace. 1 hour heating and air conditioning will fix it right. Stand by our work, all at a fair price. And that's when we hear awesomeness, outstanding, and you're a total genius. Okay, I threw that last one in. Right now, get $50 off any repair.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 hour.
Well, welcome back to the Macarthur Gym. Highlights for the starting lineups for the Piedmont Wildcats. Number 2 is Chloe Carr. Number 10 is Delaney Crawford. Number 15 is sophomore Jillian Crawford. Number 33, sophomore Lanny Sanders. And number 50, she's a junior, Trinity Harmon. And now let's go flip-flop over to the Macarthur Lady Highlanders. The home crowd that are able to get here. No tickets sold at the venue. That was very similar to football. You had to go to your schools and get those ahead of time. So we definitely want you to be able to do that in the future. So number 24, Azaria Jackson, is introduced. Number Tamara Thomas, we understand her. She has been all over the floor since a freshman. Mackenzie Washington as well. So, we've got several that have got the experience coming into this game as we get to get this one started and get ready for tip-off here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. MacArthur Lady Highlanders and the Piedmont Wildcats. 8 minutes on your quarters, 4 quarters in action. And we hope to bring you this in the comfort of your home, whether you're on Apple or Amazon Fire or Roku TV, or maybe you're on the go and you're watching us on your phone. We appreciate it wherever you're watching, or even on Facebook Live. Don't forget, we also have Duncan and Altus in action. You can flip over to either one of those channels. And then Eisenhower is hosting Ardmore, and we have got that game on the Eisenhower channel as well. So the MacArthur Lady Highlanders in all white with green trim with a little bit of yellow, and Piedmont Wildcats in all blue and in their gold numbers. Set to tip off at midcourt. And this is controlled by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats as they're going to set up shop for their first offensive drive. Looking to drive right. A little dish out pass. Outside perimeter. Just underway in action. Little pivot inside the paint. Turnaround for 20. No good. That's going to be hit out of bounds. Last touched by the Piedmont Wildcats. So they go out on their first possession. And here comes the MacArthur Highlanders. Going to start at the top of the key, cross the timeline. Going left side, back up top. Top of the key, right side. We're just going to play outside perimeter, and then finally a 3-ball look, in and out, rattles out, no good. Coming back down the other way for the Piedmont Wildcats, just a little bit of defensive pressure after the rebound, and we'll pick her up right at midcourt as she crosses. Little give and go underneath, and that's stolen by the Lady Highlanders coming back down on the other side of the court. What a great defensive look, and they're going to put an outlet pass, fake the 3-ball look, and set up shop. Outside corner for three. Puts it up and in. It's just worth another little look here for the first Highlander bucket. Should get them right there. So we also see full court pressure for the Highlanders. And the Highlanders strike first, and they get on the board first with a 3-ball to make it 3-0. 6:39 remain here in the first quarter. Both teams up and down the court for an opportunity. And Macarthur starts with a 3-ball on the outside look. And they get that to rattle in. Going the give and go, low post, and there's going to be a foul underneath. Trying to get down to that low post, and a little bit of a collision down there defensively, and that's going to be the first for the Highlanders. And we're going to send Harmon to the line shooting 2. First shot is good. So the Piedmont Lady Wildcats get on the board with a free throw to make it a 3-1 contest. Looking to try to bring it within 1. And she does. So 3-2 in the first of the get-go, with 6:26 left to go here in this first quarter. First quarter sponsor is brought to you by Lawton Heritage Pharmacy. Going to drive. Back out top of the key. Outside perimeter. They're trying to look for that low post. Nothing doing. Going to go outside perimeter, and that's going to be stolen by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Full court pressure now by the Highlanders. She almost strips the ball, and we're going to say a foul on there. But, man, that was almost going to be a timeout or a traveling because she lost her footing, went down on the court, and she needed a little bit of help. But we're going to inbounds from underneath. Start this one out. And we'll get again with the full court pressure for the Highlanders. Really see that with Naomi Smith. And then there's a little bit of a 3-ball action coming down on the other end. And just like that, they answer at the free throw line and come back with a 3-ball to take a 2-point lead. 5-3 for the Piedmont Wildcats. 5:25 left to go here in the first quarter. A little feed down underneath is stripped and stolen by Piedmont. Coming back the other way. Bounce pass up off the glass. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded. And there's a foul on the floor. So, as we said, this was going to be fast-paced action is what we expected to see. And we're going to inbounds from underneath. Another steal by the Macarthur Lady Highlanders to set up. Going to drive. Backs out. Looks to regroup and takes one from way downtown. Oh, and off the glass for 2. So making that look pretty good for the Lady Highlanders. And that makes it a 6-5 contest with Macarthur up by 1. Kind of a loose ball. Stolen. Highlanders with the press, and they are taking it, and there's going to be a foul as she tries to approach to go to the baseline. And with the hack. That foul is going to be on Chloe Carr, and that's her first. So, loose ball, Piedmont able to pick that up. Stops, makes a hesitation look to make the shot. Then a 3-ball look from the corner, and she hits it. So just like that, Piedmont is not waiting. So it's an 8-6 Piedmont lead with 4:16 left to go here in the first. Stops and pops from downtown, no good. Rebounded by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. A little bit of full court pressure coming across the timeline. Little give and go and a layup inside the paint right at the charity stripe. Banks it. Boy, this is the opportunity for a run for the Piedmont Lady Wildcats to now make it into double digits. 10-6 with 3:51 left to go here in the first. Misdirection. Gets over to the wide left, and there we go. Left alone is what I was going to say, and there you go. You don't want to do that. And just like that, It's a 10-9 contest. Piedmont with the lead. Macarthur answering points with points, going toe-to-toe. Going to cross. Looks for a little dish-out pass. Give and go in a layup. All the way up and in. Boy, that's what you practice. You just practice that little give and go. And makes it 12-9. Piedmont, a foe that the Macarthur Highlanders used to seeing. In fact, if you remember, they took them to the Chesapeake Arena for several matches to play where the Thunder plays. Ooh, and then there's a little look at the three ball, decides to make a drive, and then on the outside shot. So Macarthur says, you want to live and die by the threes, we'll do the same thing. And we're all tied up. Nope, take that back. It's 12-11. Inside the paint, boy, you get that low post position by Harmon, and she's inside the lane, and she banks it up for two. There's a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Macarthur basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
Back here to action. So it's up and down the floor between these two. Your Lawton Pharmacy first quarter, it's 14-11. It's been an exciting one already with 2:35 left to go here in the first quarter. As Smith in a little trade-off. It's Naomi, a little pass up to the very top of the key. Over to Jackson. Back out to Smith. Little outside perimeter. They've looked for those open three shots, and they've been able to get it. Mackenzie Washington drives a little dish out for another three-ball look on the outside corner is no good by Jackson. Rebounded by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Coming across the timeline, across midcourt. Three-ball look from the other side. Puts it up. Hits the rim. No good. Gets the rebound, though. Puts it up off the glass. That's going to be a trouble if Harmon's going to be able to get her way underneath. And there's going to have to be a Macarthur answer on that, because they get the offensive board and they get the bucket to extend the lead for their largest, 16-11. Little stolen pass trying to go baseline, coming back down on the other end. Crosses midcourt. Outside corner here. And we're going to say a travel is called. Traveling. And a turnover by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Been an entertaining first quarter. Macarthur has kind of been in a drought since they hit that double digit with 11. Has stayed there, 16-11, with 1:22 left to go in the first quarter. Outside shot perimeter inside the paint. Oh, readjust as she gets the ball after she loses it momentarily, and back at the top of the key to start right fresh. So Martinborough, little dish out, going back to the other side over. Little misdirection, and then she gets that one kind of tied up as Jackson tried to go to the hoop and loses the ball. It goes out off of her hand, so Piedmont will retain possession. It's been a quick quarter. Really not a lot of fouls and only one timeout. Full court pressure put on by the Highlanders, which is giving Piedmont a little bit of difficulty, and a timeout was called before he was going to try to go across the timeline. So they'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Macarthur Highlander basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. That was a 30-second timeout, so a quick one here. Welcome back to the Macarthur Highlander Gym. So the Lady Highlanders taking on the Piedmont Lady Wildcats here in a doubleheader. Can't wait to see the boys in action, and they are hot and heavy and ranked high in the rankings before the holiday break. And you got a lot to prove, so rankings don't mean anything. Let's get to the area and state and There's regionals. But it's interesting that Piedmont is having a little trouble with the full court press with the Macarthur Highlanders, and they kind of sense that. They're good on the low post, but see, there's a throwaway because you have some of your good ball handlers that are trapped at the start, and that's caused a little bit of problems. So the Macarthur Highlanders have found something they like defensively. Now if they can just get hooked up with the offensive boards because they're down 16-11, and that's kind of where it's been. So is Washington outside, back top of the key. Try to press, go inside. Really in that 2-1-2 zone. Defense, a little trap down below to try to go that load post. They're not going to give that. Piedmont going back the other way, and it's a double dribble. So, little double dribble action. They've had a turnover with a double dribble. They had the traveling call, and they've had a little trouble getting past MacArthur's trap. Little pick and roll going to the left side, now side in post against double team. Inside, puts it up off the glass for two for Vines, no good. Rebounded, Piedmont at the buzzer, puts it, and that's going to be an air ball, and that's after 1 quarter of play. It's 16-11. Lady Piedmont Wildcats with the lead. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
Welcome back to the Macarthur Gym. We've got a pretty decent one here, setting up for you 16-11 after 1 quarter of play. Now we're going to start second quarter action. Your second quarter is going to be brought to you by Rose Rock Insurance. To kind of set this one up for the Highlanders. Going to be a throwaway, and that's going to be a turnover, and so you kind of get your little miscommunication with your offensive drive, and that gets safely thrown out of bounds. 16-11. And it's 7:52 left to go here just at the start of the second quarter. Pretty fast-paced first quarter. Going to do the outside perimeter. Sanders. Back over. Little fake the three. Back out to Sanders. Sanders rolls left, looks to the baseline. Cross midcourt for an open three-ball look. Hits the side of the rim, but gets the rebound on the other end. So they set up shop with another offense going to drive on the baseline, put inside, stops, and gets fouled, shooting two as Harmon in the act of the shot. And she will go to the charity stripe. Harmon is something that they're going to have to really work with as she goes, and she went to the charity stripe earlier and sank two of them. And I gave her the old media jinx, so she missed that one. Second shot coming up. And that shot is no good. So you brag about someone's free throw shots, and then all of a sudden she doesn't get them. We're still locked at 16-11. That was the score ending the first quarter. No one has made a bucket here to start second quarter action. Little try to go a force feed down below, and that's going to be tipped out trying to get to Vines. She wasn't able to get that, but it's last touched by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats, so it will be Highlander ball underneath the bucket. Looks for a little help. Don't want to get that 5-second call. Outside corner, low post. Man, she just doesn't wait. Vines just takes the opportunity, and now he finally got the score the Highlanders need. 16-13 and the full court press coming. We've seen this before, and it's worked well for the Highlanders. They get across the timeline and set up shop. Outside corner over from Crawford. Back over outside to Carr. Back to Crawford. And then back to Harmon. Harmon takes the one bounce inside the paint and is fouled going up. So they'll take their chances. First time she gets 2 for 2 on her free throw. Then 0 for 2 the next time, and she's at the charity stripe for the third time today. And that foul is going to be on Vines, and that's going to be her first. Both teams decent. Macarthur has 4, but only 1 foul so far for the Piedmont Wildcats. She banks the first one, makes it 17, and she's 1 for 1. She was 2-0, 0 for 2, and now 1 for 1. Goes baseline, tries to force feed that as Crawford, and that's going to be last touched by the Highlanders, and Piedmont will retain possession with 6:17 left to go here in this second quarter. It's your Rose Rock second quarter. Game of the week here on Facebook Live and on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Drives inside the paint, almost loses it, gets really on the bank of her side hip, and then there is a foul over the back. I think it's going to be the call. Yep, I think that's going to be on Harmon. And that's going to only be the second team foul. That's going to be Harmon's first. She's been at the charity stripe 3 times so far. Crosses the timeline for the Highlanders. Oh, and then a little miscommunication. Trying to go to Vines. Vines wasn't down low. Mackenzie Washington says, that's on me. She was going to try to interpret where she was going to go, and that's where she was not. 17-13 is your score. Inside feed, and that's stolen away. Washington coming down the other end. She's not waiting. She's not hesitating. Going to go coast to coast. Loses it momentarily, and then loses the ball, and then picked up by the Lady Highlanders once again. Going to move everybody out. It's Tamara Thomas says low. Oh, and there's a big collision is right there going to the baseline as Nadia Smith, as Nadia goes and gets hammered. And they're going to say that got a substitution now coming in back in for the Highlanders is Natalie Smith. A little bit of help would be for Vines. She gets caught here on the near side. Coming back out, Smith. Smith looks inside the paint to Vines. Turn around inside the paint, no good. Off the glass. Here comes the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Come across the midcourt. They're not waiting for that trap. They're going to try to press and go for the 3-ball look, and that is going to be a foul. Okay, White on the baseline is what he's going to say. What do we got here? This is going to be away from. This is going to be a push, so that's going to be on Harmon, I think, has just picked up her second. Yes, that's going to be her second, and that's going to equal. Both teams have 4 team fouls. And we're going to see what the Macarthur Highlanders, who do not get pressed, still remains 4-point lead for Piedmont. There's going to be a traveling call. It's Mackenzie Washington. Gets a little tied up, trying to drive right. And it's going to be a turnover, and Piedmont with the ball. Going across midcourt. Looks for a little bit of help. She gets it from Crawford. Over here to the side for a 3-ball look, and she banks it. So, you give that. It's going to be a timeout on the floor. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching the Game of the Week, Macarthur basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Welcome back to action as the Lady Macarthur Highlanders taking on the Piedmont Wildcats with 4:42 left to go here in the second quarter, and that was a good timeout called by Otis Gentry. Want to be able to talk to his girls. Interesting. A double pick up at the top of the key. She could either roll right or left. She decides to go right. Back outside. Looks back to the coach for a new play call. Jackson going to drive. Stops and pops from 20. No good. Rebounded by Piedmont. A little bit of press trying to get that ball across court. And does. Back over to Crawford. Crawford a little help. Back outside to Carr. Carr on the misdirection. Bounce pass trying to go down low post, and that's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Highlanders, so Piedmont and the Wildcats will retain possession. 4:02 left to go here in the second quarter. It's a 20-13 Piedmont lead. They kind of led in the get-go and has not looked back. Little dish pass outside, and then a little dish off the glass for two to make it now a 22-13 9-point lead for Piedmont, their largest tonight. Trying to cut down on the damage, a little bit of high toss up off the glass. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Piedmont, coming down the other end, looks for a three ball and does. So puts the damage down to make it 25. Largest lead of the night with 12. Macarthur needs to try to answer. They're doing well defensively to a point, but offensively they can't get the boards and the balls to fall, and they're going to say there's going to be a charging call. So on her way into the basket against Naomi Smith. And Naomi Smith is going to pick up a foul. That's going to be the team fifth. That's going to be, yeah, they want to make sure that we understand who is charged with it. It's Naomi Smith. It's who they called it on. They want to make sure the scorekeepers have this right. It's a 25-13 lead. 12-point lead for the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. I think we've got this ready to go. So I think the scorers table is caught up to action. And across midcourt, they're really splitting those defenders now in the full court press. Back out to the top of the key for Crawford. Crawford looks to drive outside. Puts it for another three-ball look. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Highlanders. Coming back. A little bit of contested defense. Vines on the baseline. Back out top to Smith. And Smith wasn't able to touch it, so it was last touched by Crawford. Delaney Crawford last touch, and so now the Highlanders will have an opportunity to try to get a bucket here. Checking back in is Jackson for the Lady Highlanders. And she'll let Vines have a breather. As will inbounds from Tamara Thomas. Back out to Washington. It's amazing. We watched Mackenzie as a freshman and now all the way through her high school career. Back out, fakes the look for a three ball. Little give and go. Baseline, runs out of real estate. Back out top for outside perimeter. We're going to start right back where we started from with Jackson to Smith. Inside traffic, and she's fouled on the way in. She's going to go shoot two. It's going to be your charity stripe by Vincent Saylor for all your insurance needs. Give Vincent a quote today. Vincent and State Farm. Smith rattles in and out for the first attempt, shooting two. See if she can make this an 11-point contest with this bucket here. Little eyes, little bend at the knees, and in and out. Rolls out. A little bit of press again. Hands up in the air, almost gets it tipped away, but back into the hands of Crawford. Oh, a little good defense there, but trips. Oh, that's going to be a block. I said she couldn't plant her feet sharp enough. I thought it was going to be a charge, but nonetheless. They're going to say that's going to be on the Highlanders. That foul is going to be on Martin Morrow, and that's going to be her second, team sixth. Little substitution for the Piedmont Wildcats. We got 2:04 left to go here before the half. It's been all Piedmont in this first half. If Macarthur can kind of cut down on their threes and their opportunities and then make some scores. Going to set up shop. Round ball outside perimeter, and they're going to say that's a little carry over, so that's going to be a turnover. So they've had a double dribble. They've had some of these turnovers. Let's see if the Macarthur Highlanders can take advantage of those turnovers. When you got traveling calls and double dribbles, and she goes hard in the lane, Mackenzie Washington, and she's fouled on the way up, and she's going to shoot 2. So back to the Vincent Saylor charity stripe. State Farm Insurance, glad that you could join us tonight on Tuesday night doubleheader action. Yeah, Mackenzie gets that one to fall in place for the Lady Highlanders to make it 14. She can eye this to try to make it a 10-point contest. Hits the back of the rim, out, and they try to save it, and that's going to be out of bounds, and Piedmont is going to retain possession. 25-14, 9-point contest, lead by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats with 1:44 left to go here in this second quarter for the half. Double team and a trap there to try to get it across the timeline, in which they do. Little help from Sanders. She gets it out to Crawford, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats, so they'll take a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Macarthur Highlander basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Wow, that was fast, Mark. Your house is sold already?
Yep. Seems like I just signed the listing paperwork. Now it's a done deal.
I told you that listing with Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX would cause your house to sell.
I know. I should have listened to you earlier. Listed with Pam and Barry on day one.
Pam and Barry's team has a proven marketing system that will sell your home fast and for top dollar. Call 248-8800.
So a full timeout was called by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Welcome back to Macarthur Highlander Gymnasium. Whether you're on Roku or Amazon Fire or Apple TV, you can download us for free there. You can go to oksportsnet.com. You can watch us on Facebook Live. For those of you who are enjoying the game, make a comment or two. Don't forget Altus and Duncan is in action tonight over in Duncan. We've got that on both channels. And Eisenhower takes on Ardmore. You can catch all of those on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Your basketball connection. Leader in high school sports is OSN. Outside perimeter, going to drive. Little kick out, top of the key. Drives, looks, hesitates, turns and spins, gives it out to Sanders. Going to drive, stops, a little readjustment for Crawford. Gets tied up between two defenders, has to throw that away, baseline. Oh, inside the paint, how did they get that one? And then it's stolen rebounded by Smith as she comes down with it, and then quickly across on a 4-on-1, and she says, I'm not waiting, goes coast to coast, hits the front of the rim, no good, rebounded by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats with 55 seconds left to go before the half. Drives inside the lane, getting a little sloppy here on both sides of the ball, gets tied up a little bit defensively. Inside the paint, stops and pops from 15, puts it, banks it. That's Crawford. Crawford on the night. Just kind of making it glow out there to extend the lead back to 27. 33 seconds remain. Shot no good. Rebounded. Nobody at home for the rebound. Offensive boards is what the Macarthur Highlanders need to look. Especially not really too much of a low post presence. Outside perimeter, you're going to have to get Smith involved for maybe a couple of offensive rebounds. Going to play for the last shot, I'm assuming. 16 seconds. Down to 14. Going to the top is Crawford. Crawford a little give and go down to Crawford. So it's Crawford to Crawford. Fakes the three. Eyeballs. Backs. Oh, and then she loses it. They're going to say travel. She's going to say there was no foul in there. She got the ball tied up behind her as he tried to do the back. Referee's going to go over to the coach who wants an explanation of why that wasn't a foul. With 2.9 seconds left to go, they'll wait, put it, throw it from half court. She'll go down, and at the buzzer, they're going to say no. That was in her hands when she tossed it. So that is going to be a 27-14 halftime lead here at the Macarthur Gym. We'll take a timeout and enjoy halftime coming up right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
It's a calling that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling? Air Force Reserve.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Paris, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Paris Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Yeah, a little tease to the fastest show in Oklahoma. The Macarthur Highlander boys will be in action right after this for a doubleheader. And glad you could join us, whether you're watching us live on Facebook or you're watching us on the network. We're at the half where the Piedmont Lady Wildcats lead the Macarthur Lady Highlanders 27-14. My name is Eric Sherem. I hope that you had a great holiday. Welcome to the new year. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Yep, 221. So 2020 was kind of a different year, whether you liked it or you didn't. But we're glad that we could bring this to you live as the Macarthur Highlanders take on the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. We want to make sure that you've downloaded us, the proper places that you can connect to us, because we can get you not only on your cell phone and on the go or your tablet or your computer at home. If you have a Roku, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick or an Apple TV, just search Oklahoma Sports Network. It's a free downloadable app, and you can watch it from your home. Over 800 plus that have downloaded from their homes to be able to watch at home, away, on the go. We've got you covered. So enjoying halftime, about 6 minutes and 40 seconds before we get second half action. As we said, once again, it's the Lady Piedmont Wildcats leading 27-14. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Game of the Week and your Macarthur Highlanders. Oh, and by the way, I want to say special thanks to our special sponsors like the Macarthur Booster Club. They're making this possible to make all of the home games available for your Macarthur Lady Highlanders. Thank you so much for your support. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker-Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes. And then there is ours, Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to care for our patients through all phases of life, from our tiniest patients in the region's only NICU, comprehensive heart care, emergency services, orthopedics, robotic surgery, to home health and hospice. The staff and physicians provide quality care with advanced technology for all of your healthcare needs. Your community hospital, our family caring for yours.
Welcome back to the Macarthur Gym as we are at halftime between these two, as the Piedmont Lady Wildcats take the halftime lead 27-14. Glad they could be with us. My name is Eric Sherem. I want to thank our fine sponsors like the Macarthur Booster Club for making sure that we are going to be able to live stream all of their home games. We're excited to have basketball. We're excited to have sports back in. You know, we didn't really know when we ended this. Basketball kind of ended our run with sports with COVID, and we kind of had to wait out the summer, and we kind of got into summer pride with all the football programs. We got football. Yeah, there was a couple of hiccups there, a couple of, changed venues, maybe a day or two, or maybe they had to do a makeup game, but they were able to get their seasons in, maybe a few short than what they would expect, and then they were able to get their playoffs and then even their championships. So as we bring this live presentation here at the Macarthur Gym. Don't forget, boys will be in action as the second half of this doubleheader. 2.5 minutes to go before we tip off second half action. And we'll take our last time out for the half and be back right after this as you're watching Macarthur Highlander basketball in your game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Whether you're building the house of your dreams or just doing a simple remodel, Hard Rock Surfaces would love to help you find top quality natural stone countertops to fit your style and budget. Give Hard Rock Surfaces a call today for a free estimate.
At Brady's Design Center, we have a large selection of stylish tile, carpet, wood flooring, custom cabinets, furniture, and all kinds of accessories to make your home one of a kind. Give Brady's Design Center a call today for a free estimate.
And welcome back to the Macarthur Gym. Getting ready for third quarter action. So already a quick little opportunity to see a half. And just like that, we're already in the third quarter. 8 minutes on the clock. And we'll get into our third quarter sponsor is Taco Mayo. For the best in Tex-Mex, it's Taco Mayo. There's one on the east side, so you can get close and ticket to go, the drive-through and all, Taco Mayo. Inbounds for the Piedmont Wildcats as they will start second half action. With a little roll, and then try to go around as Sanders try to do a little bounce pass to try to get Crawford down on the low post, and that's just going to go safely out of bounds. So as we said before, if you can take advantage of turnovers, you got to be able to take advantage of some of that. They can do. Smith, turnaround jumper is good. So just like that, you say, ask for it and you get it. So 27-16, back to a 9-point lead. Already seen what defense the Highlanders have done. The little turnaround jumper from the top of the key by Carr is no good, and there is a jump ball called. And the turnover arrow is going to remain for the Highlanders as Natalie Smith gets a little tied up. Just enough for a jump ball. So possession arrow luckily stayed with the Highlanders as they'll cross the half-court timeline with 7:19 left to go here in the third. Outside perimeter. Now remember Smith, she can go down in that low post. She's going to come sneak back out on the outside. Top of the key, inside to Washington. She gets a little hammered, but no foul, but able to get the rebound. Puts it up for a three-ball look, no good. Rebounded by the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Little four-court press. It's trapped by Crawford. She gets it across the timeline. Top of the key over to Sanders. Sanders drives, stops and pops, puts it up, no good. Rebounded, and that's that low post by Harmon. She got a little breather in that second part of the second quarter, and she just puts a little tap in for the two. .633 remain. It's going to be Natalie Smith. She goes up. This is by her second half. Lights it up for the Highlanders. Makes it a 29-18 contest. Lets that one fly, and that's going to be a three-ball look. So back and forth we go. Make it a 32-18 contest. 5:55 left to go here in the third. Lets that one sail. Oh, and then there's going to be a foul coming down. So as they get this one out, first team foul in the second half, and that's going to be on Harmon, and that's going to be her third. So interesting tale for that. It's going to be upended, rebounded by Piedmont, and she's going to say travel. She gets right across the timeline, stops her feet. She's double. Coach he's got some interesting things to want to say, but he doesn't. He holds his tongue from the side bench. And away we go for the Lady Highlanders down on this end of the floor. 5:22 left to go. Takes a little spin, and they're going to say bucket counts. She drives the lane and gets the two for Martinborough. And she'll go for the bonus. So it clips into the 20 mark for the Highlanders. And to the charity stripe we go for your Vincent Saylor State Farm charity stripe look for the Lady Highlanders. So the sophomore at the charity stripe to try to get the bonus. She get the fall, the harm, and she doesn't get that one to fall. Going to cross the timeline. Not going to wait. It's Crawford. Dishes back out to Crawford. Back up to Sanders. Sanders to Crawford. Baseline. Goes. Run out of real estate. Little free ball look for Carr, and she puts it in. So Chloe Carr was left alone sleeping, and no one was there to capture her, and it's a 35-20, a 15-point lead. Natalie Smith goes up hard, gets the missed shot, gets the rebound, puts it up hard, puts it up for two. So Natalie Smith really having a great second half, which we really need to see her light up on the boards, and especially on offensive. And we're going to say a foul time. She goes, who, me? Who, me? Yeah, you. That's Naomi Smith. And Naomi Smith is going to pick up the team's first, and that's going to be her third. Going to wait, drives, Crawford gets that tipped away. Natalie Smith gets a little bit of a touch on the rebound, outside corner, looking, driving, outside to Smith, alone, puts it, banks it. There it is, the hot hand. Feed the hot hand. Just what you like to see, and chipping away and making it a 9-point lead. Or 11-point lead, rather. 24-35. Chipping away a little bit on that. Goes for a three-ball look on the other side. That's why we say you live and die by the threes, but they get the offensive rebound. Oh, and just a little, and then Smith gets the rejection, put out, and outside, out of bounds. Boy, that was good. I was kind of like to see that one again as we're waiting. Yep, they're right there for an instant replay. Why not see a rejection? I know Mom's happy. Baseline, underneath the bucket. Puts up top of the key, drives, right. Looks for a little help, out to Sanders. Sanders dish out to Carr. Carr from downtown, hits the front of the rim, no good. Natalie Smith gets a little bit, scrum for it on the floor, and there's going to be a jump ball called or a timeout called. No, possession arrow, it's going to be a jump ball, so it's going to be possession arrow is going to remain with the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. 35-24 with 3:44 left to go here in the third quarter. Try to do a little quick bounce pass inside to Crawford, and that goes off her foot. That's going to go off someone's foot. It's going to be inbounds. Turn around. And that's going to be a little bit short, falls down. Piedmont almost comes up with the rebound. Washington looks for Smith. Smith down, nice little spin move inside the lane, puts it up. No good, gets her own rebound. There's a tie-up, and they're going to say jump ball again. So Smith has really come to life here in the second half for the Lady Highlanders, fighting and scratching, and we're going to get another possession arrow for the Highlanders with 3:29 left to go in the third. So that was thrown away, a missed opportunity. Now Piedmont will retain possession with 3:22 left to go here in this third quarter. 35-24, Macarthur has done what they can to chip away at this lead. Back out top, Key, Carr for three. Hits the back of the rim, no good. A little bit of rebounding with Vines and Washington as they both come in and share a little bit of a rebound. Going to cross. I'm going to throw that one up. And, that's really good because you're going to be in the shooting. She's smart enough to know that she's not going to be able to get to the lane. She goes, and then in the act of shooting, it puts her arm up, throws the ball up. Whether it's going to be a good shot or not, it's in the act of shooting, so she's going to shoot two and back to the charity stripe for the Vincent Saylor charity stripe. And misses that one. Rattles in and out. Trying to make it a 10-point contest if she can get this one to go in. By Jackson. Little bounce, a little bend to the knees, up and in. So we're to a 10-point lead. So the Highlanders have Piedmont Wildcats were up by 15 at one point. Crosses the timeline as Crawford dishes off. Back up top, looking for Crawford. Back out left side, goes baseline. Tries to go baseline, gets stopped as Crawford isn't able to go. Really outside perimeter shot. Looks like she fakes the three. Dishes it off for a 3-ball look for Crawford is no good. Rebounded by Vines. Coming back down the other way. Jackson going to come. She's not going to wait. Oh, tries to force feed that into Smith. That gets thrown away. And that's going to be, and they're going to say a foul there. Too much. A little bit too much by Mordenborough. And they're going to tag her with her third. It's the team's second. Piedmont has 3 team fouls here in this second half. Crosses the timeline is Carr. Back out, got some substitutions. Piedmont going a little bit to their bench. Crawford, a little spin move, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Nope. Going to say right there, not in the there's a tie-up right there. They're going to say a little bit of a push. Could be so easily as a jump ball call and how quickly they call it, but they're going to say that's going to be a foul with the push. And that foul is going to be on Vines. That's going to be Vines' only second. A little toss around, kind of regroup, and she spins and gets fouled in the act of shooting for Crawford. And that foul is going to be, is it going to be on Tamara Thomas? It's going to be on her. It's going to be her second, team 5th. Going to the line, shooting 2 is Crawford. First shot is good. Extends their lead back to 11. 36-25. No, I'm going to wait for a tied shoe. Gets that one to go to make it 37-25. Well, as Smith gets her pass deflected, stolen, coming on the other end, plays a little defense, and they're going to say bucket counts. So Smith's going to have the harm. And a substitution coming in. And that's why we're going to see a little bit of a sit-down. She deserves a rest, though. Natalie Smith really doing on both sides of the boards, doing really well. She'll be replaced by Washington. This is McKenzie comes in, senior. Crosses the timeline. It's 40 now to 25. So we had the 2-point and the 1 to make it another big run for the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Showing the presser, going to run, bounce pass, look, empty look. Someone's not back at home. Extends that out to 42-25 with the final minute left to go here in this third quarter. Biggest lead of the night for the Piedmont Wildcats. They had up to 15, they're up to 17 now. They were down to 10 as the Highlanders chipped away at that lead. And then a 3-ball look, adding insult to injury to make it 45. 45-25, largest lead tonight by 20 with 33 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. A little tap away, gets this one away for a 3-ball look and gets that one to go in for your Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball for the Highlanders to make it 28. 45-28 with 12 seconds left to go. Going to play for the final shot, down to 9. Stops, pops, a little bit low, and that's going to be Rebounded with 4 seconds, down to 3. Little air ball down to 2-1, and that is going to be it. So it's going to be 45-28 after 3 quarters of play, and we'll take a timeout as you're watching the game of the week, Macarthur Highlander Gym. The Highlanders in action right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
Well, welcome back to the Macarthur Highlander Gym. Go into our 4th and final quarter. It's going to be stolen now, Piedmont. Highlanders get a little congestion, going to be stolen back down the other way. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. So you got to hand it to the Highlanders, really playing through this. Tough matchup. Piedmont really had a great offensive game plan coming in. Highlanders going to slow down a little bit. Going to Natalie Smith. She turns around, and she's going to be fouled in the act. We'll send her to the charity stripe. Vincent Saylor charity stripe here, and gets that first one to get a little tip and a roll, and we'll take it. 45-29. Trying to make it a 15-point contest if Natalie can sink this one in. We'll bend to the knees, in, and that rolls out. So denied, but the Highlanders get the rebound and the opportunity at another play. Still working at it. Going to drive. Oh, and then try to give a little give and go. Low post trying to go down low. Over to Naomi Smith, and she is not able to come down with it. Going to set to inbounds for Martinborough. A sophomore. Looks for a little help with 7:09 left to go here in this contest. Up to Natalie Smith. Smith, she drives, stops between the 2 defenders, doesn't split the defenders, back outside. Top of the perimeter, drives, gets that one stolen. Coming back down for Crawford. Crawford dishes out to Chloe Carr. Carr tries to drive, but his dish out back to Crawford. Crawford back to Crawford. There are 2. There's a Delaney and a Jillian. Looking for a little help. As Sanders takes it all the way in, and there's going to be a charge called. So Sanders with a little bit too much, lowering the shoulder. With 6:31 left to go in this contest, 45-29, Piedmont Wildcats with the lead. Lady Highlanders with the ball as they cross the timeline. Drives, little dish out. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded. And she tried to put a little elbow in it with Carr, but they said we're not going to go away. Splits the defenders, gets down to Sanders. Sanders back up top to Sanders. Delaney, she drives, she gets tied up. And there's be a foul on the way in. With the elbow. It's going to be, we're both right now. We're going to be in the bonus now for both. Shooting in the 1-and-1 is Delaney Sanders. She gets the first one to go. 46-29 with 6:09 left to go here in this contest. Eyes the backboard and gets that one to go too. So 47-29. Washington kind of swivels inside the paint, gets that one disrupted. Turnover. Piedmont coming out on the other end, and there's a foul coming down on the other end. She kind of took her momentum like out of bounds to try to get her to engage, and that's going to be on Jackson, and that's going to be her second. Back to the charity stripe we go for the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Seems like, boy, that can get ugly in a hurry. Gets the first one to go in, eyes the bucket. Second one no good, gets the rebound, tapped out, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be Macarthur ball. So an uphill climb with 5:53 left to go. 48-29 is your score. Piedmont Lady Wildcats with the lead. Highlanders with the ball. Inside paint, turnaround jumper inside, no good, is rebounded by Piedmont. Couldn't get it go for Naomi Smith. So she was denied. Coming across court is Crawford. She'll cross the timeline within the 10 seconds. So set up shop. Little dish out to Chloe Carr. Carr spins, gets trapped, and there's going to be a foul there with a reach in. Just trying to throw that out. So with the body, and that's going to go send Crawford back to the line in the bonus. Still in the 1-and-1. One to give, and we'll go double bonus from here on out. Gets that one to go. Make it 49. Back to a 20-point lead. Make it 21. Piedmont really showing their stuff. 5:23 left to go here in this third quarter. Washington gets tied up defenders. Looks for a little bit of help. Bounce pass. Back at top of the key. Round ball perimeter. Little give and go, and then try to get over to Smith, and that's not going to fall, and that's going to be out of bounds. It could have been out of bounds. It was saved and stolen. Piedmont goes up with a little dish layup for an easy two to make it 52. 52-29, back on the other end of the floor. That's going to be a foul on Delaney Crawford. That's going to be her second. And I think there is a timeout on the floor. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching the game of the week, the Macarthur Gym, Macarthur Highlanders on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The quivers, the shivers, goosebumps. That's what our customers say before we repair their furnace. 1 hour heating and air conditioning will fix it right. Stand by our work, all at a fair price. And that's when we hear awesomeness, outstanding, and you're a total genius. Okay, I threw that last one in. Right now, get $50 off any repair.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 hour.
Welcome back to the Macarthur Gym. Hope that you're enjoying tonight's action. Hey, don't forget, we've also got doubleheader with Altus and Duncan in Duncan, and you can watch that both on the Altus and the Duncan channels. You can also watch Eisenhower and Ardmore on the Eisenhower channel, and the Macarthur boys coming up next as Washington gets that for the Vincent Saylor charity stripe. Chip away at that lead to make it 30. Make it 31. $52-31 is your score. 4:49 left to go here in this contest. Still putting a little bit of pressure for Piedmont, which gave them fits in the first half, and now it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Macarthur Lady Highlanders, so it will be Piedmont ball. Going to inbounds from Sanders. Sanders, little bounce pass to Chloe Carr. Carr, she will dribble behind, get on the left side, back up top of the key over to Crawford. Almost stolen. Going to play a little keep away now with 4:29 left to go with a good, comfortable lead, and she tries to split the defenders, and there will be a foul. Mr. Gentry wasn't happy with that one. Say playing tough defense, and it's going to be on Kemna. Got a substitution as Jackson will come back into the contest. So Martinborough is going to pick up her fourth. That was her fourth, going to the charity stripe. On the other end of the score, eyes that bucket and puts that one in. (53-31). Piedmont with the lead. Highlanders with the ball. Natalie Smith back in on the court after taking a little breather. Gets that one a little bit neglected and deflected. Got the rebound, though. Highlanders look. Going to give and go with Smith. She puts it down on the floor, but defense right heavy, and then she's back on defense. Washington almost gets the steal. Across, and they're going to say double dribble. So they're really having a hard time. They once they get across that court, though, they're pretty dangerous offensively, but MacArthur's making them work at it, trying to get across the timeline. 53-31. Going to let this one air from downtown. Hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by Washington. She looks to kind of go outside. Gets that one tipped away, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Piedmont, so MacArthur will retain possession. 3:42 remaining in this contest. Don't forget a doubleheader with the guys in action after the conclusion of this contest. So don't go away. And for those who are watching on Facebook Live, we appreciate you watching us there. You can download us, Oklahoma Sports Network. Roku, a little bit of tipped ball on Smith's shot from outside. But that goes into the hands of the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Crosses the timeline. Back top of the key. And there's going to be a timeout by Piedmont. So they take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the game of the week here at the MacArthur Gym with the Highlanders against the Piedmont Wildcats here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
So after the quick timeout for the Piedmont Wildcats, going to have 3:23 remaining, and lets this one drain. I guess that's really the best of a good timeout, right? Taking advantage of the timeout, get your offensive set, make it 55-31. 3 minutes left to go here in this contest. Sanders, a little backdoor action, and bucket's going to count. Boy, that's going to get the Piedmont faithful excited. Makes it 57, and look for and that one gets rattled in and out. Well, a little give and go, a little quick down the floor for a layup Let you keep napping. 57-33 with 2:40 left to go here. Full court press. Sanders looking for a little bit of help. She's double teamed, and they're going to say a push, though. Very aggressive comes to that defense. Coach wants an explanation, but they're going to say, nope, we're going to say a little bit too much. We're going to go back to the charity stripe. Going to be on Naomi Smith. And she is fouled out of the contest. She is done for the night. Carr is going to go to the line shooting 2. Chloe Carr. A little bit of bounce, a little bend, and in. Extend that to 58-33 with 2:35 left to go here in this contest. Second one is also good. Pretty good night for the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Macarthur really giving them struggles to cross the timeline with the defense, but other than that, that's the only thing Coach, I'm sure, will look to split defenders, and I think other people will kind of look at that's the game plan that you want to go up against Piedmont, but once they get across that timeline, they really set up their offense and have got that together. So whether you've downloaded this for the network on oksportsnet.com, on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, as this gets stolen away, Highlanders come back on the other end, and then they lose that, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Piedmont, so Macarthur will retain possession with 2:11 left to go here in this contest. Look to inbounds. Wants to go way up top, and does. Drives inside the paint. Oh, and then gets deflected. There's a little reject on the way in. And that full court press still gets the Highlanders with 1:58 left to go. Fakes the three, backs out. Looks a little bit of time. We're going to say she carried that. And that's going to be a turnover. Little substitutions as the Highlanders will start going to their bench. With roster changes, we've got trying to look for a number here. We got a 31 that I do not have on my roster, so I apologize. Try to get that corrected. I know that girls must have been changing some numbers because when we were down there getting the lineups, they were making sure that people had the right jersey numbers. 150 remain here in this contest. Don't forget, boys in the doubleheader. She tries to get past the defender. There's a foul with a reach in. Trying to go inside the paint with a bonus for your Vincent Saylor charity stripe opportunity. Going to eye this. Hits the back of the rim. That's going to be no good. Highlanders get the rebound. With 1:40 left to go. That's that one. Sale hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Piedmont as the full court press still in action. Late in this ball game. Not going to change the style of how these Lady Highlanders. Oh, and then it just goes right off her chest. Kind of got past the defender. We have Nadia Smith. The junior has come in for the Lady Highlanders. More substitution for the Piedmont Wildcats. With $1:17 left to go. 59-33 the score for the Piedmont Lady Wildcats. Looks for the outside shot, perimeter, and they're going to say traveling is called. So substitutions for Piedmont. Gets a final minute 7 to go. Going to cross, going to drive. She's going to go underneath the basket, hits the underneath part of the rim. That goes out with 55 seconds left to go here in this contest. Going to go around perimeter, just going to say we're going to just play keep away for as much, and they're going to say travel again on the other side. So you got a lot of substitutions for Piedmont late here in this fourth quarter. That's what you get in. You get a little bit of fundamentals. You get a little bit of action. You get a little bit of time. 42 seconds remain with a 59-33 Piedmont lead. Wildcats going to come away with a win. Victory after the holiday break and into the new year. Lets that one sail from downtown, no good. Rebounded on the floor. Piedmont with the final 27 seconds. Crosses midcourt. Double teamed and going to say jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go with the Highlanders. So just got that tied up just enough. .26 lead for Piedmont with the final 18 seconds left to go. Away from downtown. Hits nothing but the underneath part of the net. Goes out of bounds, but last touch by Piedmont, so it's going to be Macarthur ball. Highlanders will get the ball with the final 13 seconds remaining in this contest. Going to inbounds. Inside the lane, little scoop, and puts it up underneath to make it 35. 35-59 final seconds, and that's going to be it. That is your final. 59-35. Piedmont with the win. We're going to take a timeout, wrap things up, and get ready for doubleheader action with the boys, which is coming up next. It's your game of the week, the Macarthur Gym. For Macarthur Highlander basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Well, welcome back to the Macarthur Gym. It is the finals for the first of the doubleheader, 59-35 for the girls, as the Piedmont Lady Wildcats beat your Lady Highlanders 59-35. Want to thank our fine sponsors to make this game possible for the Lady Highlanders is the Booster Club, and they have promised you as a fan base to watch all of the home games for the regular season for these Lady Highlanders, and we'll be in action again. So you just, if you've not before, liked us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and then you can, if you like us on Facebook, you can find us there. You can find out what's the latest. So it's the rundown of the showdown between these two. We're going to take a timeout, get guys in action in about 9 minutes. We'll be back live on Facebook Live and on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Who's going to start?
Wow, that was fast, Mark. Your house is sold already?
Yep. Seems like I just signed the listing paperwork. Now it's a done deal.
I told you that listing with Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX would cause your house to sell.
I know. I should have listened to you earlier. Listed with Pam and Barry on day one.
Pam and Barry's team has a proven marketing system that will sell your home fast and for top dollar. Call 248-8800.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
It's a calling that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling? Air Force Reserve.
Well, welcome back to the Macarthur Highlander Gym. It's your game of the week, and it is part of the doubleheader between the Piedmont Wildcats and the Macarthur Highlanders. Scott, you could join us. In fact, we've got other games in the network, Altus and Duncan in Duncan. You can watch that on both the Altus and Duncan channels. And then we also have Ardmore taking on Eisenhower at the Eisenhower Gym, and you can catch that as well, all on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We got about a minute 30 before we tip this one off, and we want to thank you for joining us on this part of the doubleheader. And we also want to thank our fine sponsors to make this game possible for all the home games for the Macarthur Highlander boys and girls. And it starts with the Booster Club, GTT LLC, and Sheffield Construction. Thank you for your support of Highlander basketball. And we're glad to bring it to you live here on Facebook and also on the network, as we got about a minute left before we tip this one off. Let's also give you what we intend to see as the starting lineups for your Macarthur Highlanders. Got to see a little bit about Brandon Cowan, who's has come in with a lot of experience, 15.2 points per game, 84% at the free throw lines. Dossie at 19 per game. Dallas at 21 per game. Montez Edwards, he's also played quite a bit of football. If you remember with the football team, 10 points a game with 72% free throw. And Marty Perry, with the young man that came over from Lawton High a year ago, averaging 7 points and 57% at the free throw line. So those are going to be your starting lineups for your MacArthur Highlanders, as we'll get to the starting lineups for the Piedmont Wildcats. So glad you could join us on this doubleheader night. Unfortunately, the girls fall in game one. We want to say our first quarter sponsor is going to be Lawton Heritage Pharmacy. Thanking them for their support. And with the Piedmont Wildcats, I only have a bunch of last names. If we can get first names. So Isaiah Lemons, number 1, be the first. Number 3, Sidness. Number 5 is White. Number 10 is Ronnie Dunn. And number 11 is Mr. Flores. That is your starting lineups for the Piedmont Wildcats. We say the starting 5 of the Highlanders. Stanquez Dossi gets introduced, number 3. And Dossi is a senior, 6'1" guard. We've seen a lot of his play. Coming also is Dallas, a junior at forward. We know his game. Earl Mosby will come in, and then Marty Perry rounds out your 5. So social distancing was required. No ticket sales coming in. You had to buy them in the schools ahead of time. A lot of stuff that was kind of very familiar with football. And we'll put 8 on the board and get ready for action. And get ready. This is going to be up and down the floor between these two. MacArthur in their all whites with green numbers. Piedmont decides to go in their battleship gray and gold numbers. Piedmont Wildcats, both check the ball and they don't like it. So they're going to kick it out and go with something else. So we're going to throw that in. We're going to check it, and he's going to say, "Are you okay with it?" "Yeah, we're good." Haven't seen that too many times. We give them an opportunity to jump it in midcourt. So all of that is out of the way. Let's jump it. It's going to be Sidney's. Is just going to go uncontested as he goes. Backward pass. Back over to Lemons. Lemons to Sidney's. Going to do outside perimeter. It's Flores. Going to drive inside the paint. Gets a little bit of detection and deflection. And here comes the Highlanders coming down the floor quickly. Goes coast to coast over the side. Outside perimeter. Marty Perry. Perry. Back over to Dossi. Little inside scoop there to Montez Edwards. And there's a 3-ball look. That's going to be your Eastside Pharmacy 3 to put the Highlanders on the board with a 3-0 start. So their first possession and their first goal was a 3. 7-11 just underway in the first quarter. Round outside perimeter, outside ball for 3, no good. Rebounded by Perry. Perry comes down on throw passport to Cowan. Cowan, little fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Piedmont. So Piedmont, this is a run and gun. Both teams just going to go right down the floor. Patiently setting up the offense with outside perimeter passing. 6:47 left to go in the first. Inside the paint, turn around, spin move, and that's going to be up and in with a foul as Dallas gets charged with his first, and that's going to be the team first. And they're going to say shooting 2, so that's going to say bucket counts. So the foul, the harm, to make it 3-2. And Flores to the line to make it a 3-point swing. And does. So we're all tied up at 3 apiece with 6:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Your Lawton Pharmacy first quarter. Perry fakes the 3-ball, goes baseline, turns around. A little soft touch up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Piedmont. Quickly down the floor. Stops and pops from 20. No. Rebound, Perry coming back down the other end. Here comes the Highlanders. Back out. Oh, and then Montez Edwards going to get a little bit of a chip foul from Sidness with a hack. We're going to take that out of bounds. Not in the act of shooting. And that's going to be his first. Both teams picking up fouls in the get-go. Dossie looks for a little bit of help. Goes to Montez Edwards. Edwards, top of the key, rolls right. Looks Perry's way. Perry. Back out to Edwards. Edwards, and then trying to go inside to Dossie, and that is a scrum on the floor, and there's a mad dash for it. Piedmont gets the steal. Coming back down the other way, a one-on-one. Spin move inside, outside perimeter for a three-ball look. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders with Dossie. Dossie quickly down the floor. Baseline for Mosby. Mosby looks for, and they're going to say, nope, there's going to be a foul on the floor. So we're going to inbounds from underneath. All tied up at 3 apiece with 5:43 left to go here in this first opening quarter. Out to Perry. Perry back out to Dossie. Dossie to Perry. Outside perimeter. Montez Edwards. Edwards gets Dallas. Back to Perry. Edwards. Mosby. Dossie. Backs out. Starts a fresh look. He's going to play outside perimeter. Going to wait for this shot of what they want to select. As Coach Gagliardi's got his team poised. Really looking for that opening. Perry. And then there's the three-ball look. Hits the rim, and Dossie's shot doesn't go, but then there's going to be a steal by Dallas. Dallas comes back on the other end of the floor. Looks. Waits, hesitates, little pump move. Montez Edwards. Edwards back out to Dallas for a three-ball look. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Get an offensive board. Montez Edwards inside the paint. Outside corner to Perry. Perry inside. Little swish. And then he's going to be a dish off to Mosby, and they're going to say a foul. It's going to be a charge, and that's going to be on Perry. So a little bit of fast action underneath. That's going to be Perry's first, team second. And a full court pressure, just like we've seen in the girls' game, with the guys getting the same. And Dallas is going to reject that. And in your face, as the junior said, no can do. So we're still stuck at 3 apiece with 4:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Almost halfway through this first quarter. And it's only been a 3-ball and then a 2-point with an extra to make it an all tied up game. 3-ball look coming the other way, and just like when you say that, puts that up to make it 6. 6-3 Piedmont with 4:21 left to go here in this first quarter. Montez Edwards up and in. And that's going to be a 3-ball look from your Eastside Pharmacy 3. So the Highlanders come roaring back to answer to make it a 6-6 contest. So we're back to a tied contest with 4:03 left to go. Kind of a little lazy layup, as they would say, as Flores gets it to go in. Rattling in for the 2 to make it 8. Back down on the floor on the other side. Perry hesitates, looks for that shot. Down underneath. Dallas gets that deflected, gets his own rebound. Back out to Mosby. Mosby baseline goes. Little dish out pass. And they have to save it. Perry is not going to save it. It goes across the timeline, and that is going to be a turnover by the Highlanders. So Piedmont will inbounds with 3:34 left to go. Both teams kind of trying to settling in for their offensive start. And it's 8-6 Piedmont lead with 3:33 left to go here in this first quarter. Guarded by Perry. Going to cross over as Lemons. Outside corner, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Quickly down the floor. Going to look over Dossie. Dossie looks. Montez Edwards fakes the 3. Inside the paint. Gets a little bit of defensive deflection. Stolen. Coming back down the other end. And that's going to be a backdoor. A little bit of foul action. Dossie gets a little bit of rejection. We got too much of the foul. That's going to be on Marty Perry, and that's going to be his second already. That's going to send Sidness to the line. Makes that one go in. Shooting 2. 9-6 at the 3:07 mark here the first quarter. Trying to make it in the double digits. Eyes the backboard, little bend to the knees, and in. 10-6, 3:07 left to go. Been a quick, just patiently going across the timeline. Dawsey, no full court press. And a 1-2 in that zone. Defense, Marty Perry from downtown. Hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Piedmont. Coming back down the other way. Inside the paint, looks to go outside. Outside perimeter. Drives, stops, pops right at the top of the key for the paint, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Got some substitutions for the Highlanders. Going to go across. Marty Perry back up top, outside perimeter. Looking outside for Dallas. Dallas eyes the defense, looks for the pick and roll. Puts the three ball, look no good. Rebounded on the floor. And is there going to be a tie up? They're going to get that with no jump ball called as Dawsey gets that away. Perry looks for the three. Hesitates, looks again, then back out. Over to Padilla. Perry lets that one sail. No good. So not on the mark for the Highlanders as they come up empty in a 10-6 Piedmont run and gets that one to go. Largest lead tonight by double, 12-6. Highlanders down with $1:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Dallas, junior, eyes a little bit of a pick and roll from Dawsey. Rolls right, dishes out, Padilla. Back out top of the key. Oh, a nice little feed inside, and that's going to be, it's going to hit the top of the glass, and that's going to be out. Trying to get that to Pope, and Von Pope isn't able to get that to go on the backboard, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be still 12-6 with $1:25 left to go in your Lawton Heritage Pharmacy first quarter. White to inbounds for Piedmont. Guarded by Padilla. It's going to cross the timeline. Guarded by Montez Edwards. Slides past Von Pope in the middle of the lane for a little bit of defense mechanism. And outside shot, and then there's a little scrum for it, and there's going to say a jump ball, possession arrow going the other way. So the Highlanders will have $1:09 left to go in the first quarter. As Madden Padilla, the freshman, crosses midcourt. Over to Dawsey. Dawsey splits the defenders inside the paint. Over to Mosby. Mosby for three, and he hits it. It's for your Eastside Pharmacy three ball. Great opportunity for the Highlanders as they chip away at that lead to make it 12-9. Stripped, steal, trying to come back the other way. Freshman stops and pops, gets a little bit of deflection and gets that one to roll and go in. And just like that, the Highlanders on a run. Final 28 seconds left to go. It's a 12-11 contest with 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Looking for almost an offensive charge, doesn't get it. Up off the glass, Mosby with 14 on the clock. Coming down the other side, stops, waits, a little bit of help. From downtown, the freshman puts it in and sinks it for another three-ball look for the Eastside Pharmacy three-ball. And that is going to end it just like that. So the Highlanders were down, and just like that come up with big-time threes and makes it a 14-12 contest after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Welcome back to the Macarthur gym, and a freshman comes in, hits the boards just like that, and makes some three-ball action, and he's lighting it up. Padilla made himself known on this Macarthur floor. And your second quarter is brought to you by Taco Mile. For the best in Tex-Mex taste, Taco Mile. They've got one on the east side. Come check them out for lunch or for dinner. Taco Mile me. So to inbounds, starting for Lemons, is Isaiah Lemons. Oh, he's going to take a step. That's right. He tried to plant, and he said, no, you got a little bit of movement on that. That's going to be a turnover. So 14-12, Highlanders lead. So we just start the second quarter with 7:47. Dallas back over to Padilla. Padilla, man, he's really shown that he is able to be on this floor. You don't see many freshmen that are again able to do what he does. Nice little no-look pass. Montez Edwards to Von Pope. And that's worth a second look. No dish. No-look dish, and the Highlanders extend their lead to 16. 16-12. And a missed opportunity and a throwaway. Here comes the Highlanders. Mosby up off the glass, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Coach wants to see that, and of course after the run, let's take a look at that one more time in the instant replay. The steal, the run, and the gun. And that's your Highlanders. Look at that, no-look pass right there. And a timeout on the floor. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Paris, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Paris Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Back to action after the quick timeout for the Piedmont coach. 7:02, just a minute into this game. Didn't want this to get out of hand quickly, and he's going to get fouled on the way in. Check on who that is. Daniels is at the charity stripe. Hits the front of the rim and out. So no good. 18-12, Highlanders on some big threes and a good steal, and that's going to be a miss between Mosby and Pope. They can't get the rebound. Piedmont gets the he's out of bounds, yes. So he didn't know where his feet placement was. And that will be a turnover as White couldn't survey where his feet were on the floor. So Madden Padilla, the 5'7" guard, crosses midcourt. Mosby trying to go the give and go to Dallas, and wow, what a great look. This is what you practice. So we got to see that one again. No look, and then up and in for the Highlanders. Playing big-time ball to now extend it to 20. Coming back down on the other end of the floor with 6:22 left to go. Piedmont gets the bucket, and a charge is called. So you take those, and that's going to go against Dallas. And that's going to be his second. Team sixth. Piedmont with 2 team fouls. It's a 20-14 6-point lead for the Highlanders, and now they're going to go back to that full court press. Gets across Mosby, back up top, looks, oh man, that could have been a stutter step by Lemons. Was able to regain composure. Body's flying all over, and man, that's going to be a quick one by Dallas. His body was in the act. And he's going to pick up his second, and now we're going to go to the bonus. Already 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And we're going to go to the 1-and-1. So Dunn hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. As Dossie comes across, gives over to Montez Edwards, and there's a little blocking foul. I think that's going to say White. That's going to be his first, team third. Glad you could join us on the Oklahoma Sports Network and on Facebook Live for those who are joining us. Don't forget we have Altus and Duncan in action on the network. Also Ardmore and Eisenhower. Catch it on your leader of sports, the Oklahoma Sports Network. Montez Edwards gets the pass inbounds, top of the key. Looks to go left over to Dossie. Dossie to Perry. Perry to Dossie, back to Montez Edwards, and we start all over. Look for it, Perry. Looks for the three, backs away, back to Montez Edwards. He lets that rattle in. And your Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball. So just like that, add another three to make it a 23-14, 11-point lead. Outside corner shot for three. And they quickly answer to make it 17. So just like that, chipping away at the lead with 5:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Dossie over to Perry to Mosby. Mosby back over to Padilla. He makes that, lets that one fly. Don't let that young man sit alone. He'll make you pay. And he did with another 3-ball. And your Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball. Padilla makes it 26-17 with 4:49 left to go. Outside look, 3-ball look coming the other way. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded, gets the rebound inside the paint. Stolen away by the Highlanders, and a quick foul as Dossie gets that as a steal underneath. Fast action and a 26-17 lead for the Highlanders. Your Taco Mayo second quarter. Padilla will inbounds to Dossie. Dossie crosses midcourt over to Montez Edwards. Edwards to Perry. Back over to Padilla. Padilla, they're really giving a lot of space for him, and I don't know why. Mosby hits a three. No good. Rebounded as it's going to be tapped out of bounds. And that's going to be last touch by the Highlanders. It will be Piedmont ball with 4:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Full court press by the Highlanders. Going to try to split the press. Double team. Stolen away by Padilla. Padilla and Montez Edwards on the defense to Perry. Perry inside the lane. Backwards pass behind over to Padilla for a 3-ball look. And there it goes. Cranks it in for another Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball. And the Highlanders really extend the lead to now 29-17. Another steal. Puts it up and in. So this is just in your backyard, just taking advantage of everything that this team can give you. A little timeout on the floor. Let's see a little bit of this in the instant replay. It's a little give and go, touch pass, nothing fancy. We'll be back right after this timeout on the court on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
So back to action after the timeout. Piedmont saw enough and wanted to be able to call that timeout. Coming back down to answer. Deflected. And now just a little instant replay of no-look pass to Mosby inside for two to extend the Highlander lead. Makes it 33-17. Don't blink, you may miss something. I know it's been tough for us to keep up. So it's Padilla. That's going to be over a little no-look for Mosby, and that's not going to come up empty. Doesn't hit anything. Little four-court press. Sydney's crosses the timeline. Looks for a three-ball look coming the other way. Hits the back iron of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Montez Edwards. Edwards over. Going to go baseline. Oh, Padilla. And I'll tell you what, they're going to say going to be a charge on that. I'm going to say, look at that. Oh, yeah. Say it just, that's an easy charge. You know, you got someone that plants. So 2:45 remain. Coming back down to quickly score on the other end to make it 19. Padilla over to Perry. Perry back to Padilla. Why leave that kid alone? Okay, this is his first miss, but Mosby on a great rebound. Back to Padilla. Padilla will back out. Look over a little help for Perry. Perry for a three ball from downtown. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded. There's a foul on the floor. 33-19 with 2:22 left to go here in your Taco Mayo second quarter before the half and going back to the charity stripe. Highlanders already put them in the bonus. Not even close for the Highlanders. Gets that one to go. Makes it a 13-point contest. Second shot is also good. Quickly down the floor for the Highlanders. Montez Edwards gets a little tied up, finds Dawsey inside the paint. Nice soft touch, but hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Piedmont. Coming back on the other side of the floor. No look pass to the corner. Drives baseline. Back outside. Drives inside the paint. Loose ball. Perry is trying to get the ball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Perry, so Piedmont will retain possession with 2:01 left to go here before the half. 33-21. To inbounds from underneath the goalpost. Almost got away from Mosby with the steal. Misdirection. Marty Perry in there. Face defense. Almost gets the rebound. Put back up and in for two for Flores. So Flores makes it a 10-point game. So Highlanders with the lead. Piedmont chips away to make a 10-point. Montez Edwards hits the front. Rattles off the rim. No good. 33-23 with $1:33 left to go before the half. That's going to be a throwaway, and it goes out of bounds. Got a substitution coming in. Remember, we have all of the home games for boys and girls from the Macarthur Highlanders. So in case you don't feel up to coming to or can't get tickets to these contests, we want you to be able to see your Highlanders. Marty Perry back out to Montez Edwards. Padilla, baseline, stops, little one punch. He gets his own rebound, though. Back out to Marty Perry. Sets his feet for three. Rattles in and out. Not a good night for Perry in his looks. Coming across court. Perry on the defense. Another three-ball look on the other side. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Dawsey. Dawsey coming back the other side. Padilla to Dawsey. He puts it up a three-ball look. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Perry. Strong up off the glass for two for Perry. And that's just what the doctor ordered. If he can't get him the three, get him right there as the easy ones they come. 35-23 with 38 seconds left to go. Little misfire here, coming back down the other side of the floor. Perry, little spin, and they're going to say a foul going on the way up. See that in the OSN instant replay. And we're going to inbounds. 30 seconds remain here before the half. 35-23, Highlanders with the lead. Going to the charity stripe is Marty Perry. Eyes the basket, lets that one sink in. Makes it a 36-23 contest. 30 seconds left to go. No, they're going to say a lane violation by the Highlanders, so that was a no good. (36-23) with the final 29 seconds. Coming back down on the floor. Going to drive. Gets that one loose. Perry tries to get it. Last touch by Perry. Going to go out of bounds. Piedmont with the ball. 21 seconds remain. 36-23. Inbounds underneath. Looking for a little help, little force feed, and that's going to go out of bounds again. 20 seconds remain in the second quarter, your Taco Mayo's second quarter. And we're going to go to the charity stripe. From the bonus for White. Little bounce at the line. Hits the back of the rim and out. .13 lead for the Highlanders. Trying to make that to 12 with this shot here. And does. Probably play for the last shot with 20 seconds. Padilla crosses midcourt. Looks for a little help for Edwards. Edwards to Mosby. Mosby inside to Dossie. Back outside to Padilla. Play keep away. Mosby. Padilla drives, goes, fade away. Oh, puts it in. I can see why Coach wants him on the floor, and that is going to be a freshman turnout to make it a 38-24 halftime lead for your Highlanders. We'll have halftime and be back with second half action coming up right after this. You're watching your Game of the Week with the Macarthur Highlanders on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to care for our patients through all phases of life, from our tiniest patients in the region's only NICU, comprehensive heart care, emergency services, orthopedics, robotic surgery, to home health and hospice. The staff and physicians provide quality care with advanced technology for all of your healthcare needs. Your community hospital, our family caring for yours.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Whether you're building the house of your dreams or just doing a simple remodel, Hard Rock Surfaces would love to help you find top-quality natural stone countertops to fit your style and budget. Give Hard Rock Surfaces a call today for a free estimate.
At Brady's Design Center, we have a large selection of stylish tile, carpet, wood flooring, custom cabinets, furniture, and all kinds of accessories to make your home one of a kind. Give Brady's Design Center a call today for a free estimate.
Welcome to halftime here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where we have a good run for the Highlanders, 38-24 with the 3 balls, and you got to say, really impressed for a freshman that I have not seen. Well, yeah, you wouldn't see a freshman if you've been around the program, but Madden Padilla, 5'7" guard, left alone, has hit some threes, made some shots, and made them pay. And that's really been the storyline of the first half. 38-24, really working the ball around well for the Macarthur Highlanders. Got off to a rough start. Piedmont with a lead, double digits, to a 6-3, and then they extended that. Then the Macarthur Highlanders come roaring back with some open threes, and boy, it's been a great opportunity for this first half. 38-24 is your score. We got 7 minutes before we start second half action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're building the house of your dreams or just doing a simple remodel, Hard Rock Surfaces would love to help you find top-quality natural stone countertops to fit your style and budget. Give Hard Rock Surfaces a call today for a free estimate.
At Brady's Design Center, we have a large selection of stylish tile, carpet, wood flooring, custom cabinets, furniture, and all kinds of accessories to make your home one of a kind. Give Brady's Design Center a call today for a free estimate.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
The quivers, the shivers, goosebumps. That's what our customers say before we repair their furnace. 1 hour heating and air conditioning will fix it right. Stand by our work, all at a fair price. And that's when we hear awesomeness, outstanding, and you're a total genius. Okay, I threw that last one in. Right now, get $50 off any repair.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Well, welcome back to the Macarthur Gym, and my apologies to the Padilla family. I've been calling the young freshman phenom the wrong name the entire first half, but thanks to technology and Mike Moore and Tom Bell and Macarthur faithful, they got me on track. But I didn't know this freshman was coming. I don't know if anybody else knew that this freshman was coming except for Coach. And he says, what a surprise this is going to be, because they were leaving him alone. I think every kind of film from here on out is not going to show that you're going to have to get on Padilla. I mean, he's, I know he's a 5'7". He doesn't look like, if he just come off the bench, you say, well, what do I have to worry about with him? Well, he just showed his class in the first half as we got 3:35 left. He lit it up. I mean, they were behind. They didn't have a spark. Coach brought him in, and the spark he brought, and that kind of excites the rest of the team. So they're really kind of balanced with that, and they've got a 38-24 lead here in this second half. So what a great start for the Highlanders to make it 38-24 over the Piedmont Wildcats. Hey, we also want to say thank you to our fine sponsors that make this possible. In fact, Sheffield Construction, with us with last year, we weren't able to do the playoff run, so Sheffield Construction, thank you for your support. GTT LLC, many of the families, personal family members to say, we want to see, because of COVID, the restrictions of seeing this team that you could miss some of this action. We're going to be able to make sure that you see all of the home games, and we'll talk about playoffs. We're going to be able to get there as well as far as an opportunity. But as they're kind of warming up, we got about 2.5 minutes. We're going to take one more final timeout, be back with second half action right after this, as you're watching the Game of the Week with your Macarthur Highlanders on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Wow, that was fast, Mark. Your house is sold already?
Yep. Seems like I just signed the listing paperwork. Now it's a done deal.
I told you that listing with Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX would cause your house to sell.
I know. I should have listened to you earlier. Listed with Pam and Barry on day one.
Pam and Barry's team has a proven marketing system that will sell your home fast and for top dollar. Call 248-8800.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
It's a calling that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling? Air Force Reserve.
Well, welcome back to second half action. Got a pretty good one going right here. 38-24 is your score. The Highlanders on top. And Rose Rock is going to be your third quarter sponsor. Still have another sponsorship available for all of our games of the week, and you can contact the office. Go search us out on the website. Contact us if you're looking to sponsor for some of these great basketball matchups. Game of the week will also include some Lawton High Eisenhower games, but we have all the Macarthur home games. Eisenhower in action against Ardmore tonight. You can watch that on the channel, the Eisenhower channel, thanks to the Ardmore group. Got good connections with our friends from Ardmore. Montez Edwards to set to inbounds as we set the clock to 8. And get ready for third quarter action. Wait for our officials to be in place. Piedmont in their battleship gray and gold numbers. Highlanders all white with the dark green numbers. So Montez Edwards to inbounds, gets back out to Mosby. Top of the key to Dossie. Dossie for Dallas for three. And that's just what you want to do to start second half action. Just like that. And a 3-ball look for the Highlanders. It's going to be your Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball. So they quickly add to their lead to make it 41-24. 7:38 left to go here in this third quarter, just starting second half action. Going to drive inside the paint. Deflected by Mosby. Mosby in the face, but that's going to be out of bounds. For those of you joining us on Facebook Live, like us on Facebook. Follow us there. You can see what games we'll have next, where we'll be. Turn around, and that's going to be air ball as Sydney's is not able to connect. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a turnover and Highlander ball. 41-24 lead with 7:16 left to go. As Dossie crosses the timeline over to Dallas, to Edwards. A little perimeter B-ball. Passing around the perimeters back to Perry. Here on that near court. Edwards to Dallas. Eyes his defenders. Say clear away. Wants something cleared out underneath. Doesn't get it. Perry to Edwards. Little alley-oop. Oh, that would have been a slam dunk for Dallas. Misses it. Perry looks for an opportunity to go the other side. Outside corner. Puts it, rattles in and out. No good. A little bit of congestion on the rebound. Mosby. Mosby takes it. Outside near corner again for Dallas. No good. Third attempt. Piedmont with the rebound. Quickly down the court. Fakes the 3-ball, fadeaway jumper for 15, no good. On the floor, gets his rebound, then stolen away. Back on the other end, a great effort by Dossie, but then it's restolen by Piedmont. Backdoor, oh, a nice little move by White, and White gets it to connect to make it 26. 41-26 with 6:04. Turnaround jumper inside the paint is good for Dossie. A little bit good there for Dossie, turnaround jumper. Going back down the other side, up off the glass. 43-26. Lets that one sail, no good. Rebounded by Dallas. Oh, and he's fouled on the way up. Going to shoot two. So foul on the floor with 5:35 left to go here in the third quarter in your Rose Rock third quarter. It's going to be your Vincent Saylor charity stripe from State Farm for all your insurance needs. Give Vincent a call today. Dallas lets that one go in. In the shooting two with 5:35. Macarthur has not had a foul here in the first of the second half. Piedmont with one. Lets that second one go in. 45-26 and an immediate steal. And you got to see this again with, as there's a timeout. We'll watch this on the instant replay. That's why I say don't blink. You could miss it. Just like this. Boom. Just a steal. Backdoor. Up off the glass for two. So that's what the Highlanders will bring you if you don't bring your A game. So it's 47-26 with 5:29 left to go here in the third quarter. For those of us on the go, you can watch us on your phone. You can just oksportsnet.com. But if you have an Apple TV device, you have a Roku, you have an Amazon Fire, just search Oklahoma Sports Network. You can download it on your TV. Over 800 homes have already done that, so you can watch it in your house. A lot of people that have cut the cord to cable and satellite have gone to these devices, and we are on those three platforms. Easy for us to find, easy for you to find, but also make sure that you like us on Facebook. So then that way you can kind of follow us with what's the latest of where we're at, where we're going to be. 47-26. To inbounds now for the Piedmont Wildcats. Lead by 21 for the Highlanders. It was down by a 6-3 run, and then from there it's been all Highlanders. White going to dish out pass to Dunn. Back up top of the key, Dunn. Well, it's outside perimeter look, and you just got to watch because Montez Edwards puts his hand in there, taps that out of bounds. So I'm saying it's quick. Got to be quick. They're all over the floor. They've got people coming off the bench. We talked about that freshman who we've not seen yet. Don't really need to with a lead like that and a foul going in. They said they were watching him in middle school, and he's got a little bit of name here on the east side is Madden Padilla, who's not on the floor right now, but with a 5'7" frame, you say, what kind of game is he going to be able to bring you? Well, looks can be deceiving. They did for me. Because you say, why is a freshman on the floor like this? Well, it didn't take very long to know why he is. Inbounds. Oh, no-look pass underneath to White. Misses, gets his own rebound, puts it up, another miss. Back down with Marty Perry on the rebound. Puts his elbow up, they back away. 4:54 left to go in the third. Perry looks to the near side to Edwards. Little tap, little toss-off, handoff to Edwards. Edwards to Dallas, to Dossie. Back up top to Edwards. Oh, nice to Marty Perry. And then the harm and the foul underneath. And that's going to be worth a second look again. Puts that up off the glass for two. I guess, and I missed it, that is a charge, so no bucket. And that is Marty Perry's fourth foul. So he's playing with the only foul trouble tonight for the Highlanders. Lets that one sail and lets that one go in for a 3-ball. So my apologies. I just thought it was a nice move, and I just made my assumptions, and I made those wrong. Lets that one sail, no good. Rebounded by Piedmont quickly down the floor. It's a 2-on-2. Outside corner look. Hits the front of the rim, side of the rim, no good. Rebounded, Montez Edwards in a 1-on-1. He gets that one stripped by White at the last second. 47-29, 4:07 left to go here in the third. And a shooting foul for Montez Edwards going to the Vincent Saylor charity stripe. Gets it to go in to make it 48. 48-29 with 4:07 left to go here in this third quarter. Your Rose Rock third quarter. Second shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Oh, and then Padilla. Look at that to Padilla. A no-look pass underneath. And that's really court awareness. You know where everybody's in at the same time. So 50-29, Padilla, and that's going to go out of bounds, trying to get that over to Dossie. .342 remain here in the third quarter. Full court press. Gets around Dallas. And that's going to be 10 seconds, so wasn't able to cross the timeline. You got to split those defenders, as Coach says. You got to get that across the court. You don't have all day. You got a 10-second count, so that's going to be a turnover. Wasn't able to get that across in time with a full court press for the Highlanders, and Padilla will inbounds for the Highlanders. Nope, check that, and he'll come back out. Start to top of the key with 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Madden Padilla checks the defense, looks down underneath, takes his time. Over to Montez Edwards. Edwards looks to drive in between those defenders, loses the ball, tries to backward pass to Mosby, gets that deflected. Coming back down the other side, a give and go. Oh, and then would have been a nice little feed for an easy layup, but that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Piedmont, and Macarthur will retain possession. So Madden Padilla will inbounds over to Dallas. 5'10 junior. Over to Padilla to Edwards. Edwards, Padilla, a little pass and catch with 2:59. Lets that one sail. Dallas, yep. Going to let that go for a 3-ball look. Lets that one go in, and a timeout on the floor. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching Macarthur Highlander basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Well, back here after Coach Gagliardi calls a timeout. 2:50 remain here in the third quarter. 53-29 Highlanders putting on a show. One of the fastest shows in the state and ranked accordingly. We're going to have something to say when it all comes to a final end, and we hope to carry that along with you in 5A basketball. Full court press. Remember, they weren't able to get it on the timeline the one time with the 10 seconds. Able to do it, getting a Luce's ball, and that's going to be out of bounds. Tapped out, double tap. They were able to get the timeline, but loses the ball, but last touch by the Highlanders. A lot of bodies flying around the floor, but they left the open man for the three-ball look to let that one rattle in. Make it 32-53. Highlanders with the lead with the ball. Edwards over to Dallas, fakes the pass right, goes back over, lets that one sail for three. Montez Edwards, but the putback in off the glass for the rebound is good for two. Here's that one out for a long ball from downtown, no good. And that's going to be last touched by Piedmont. Inbounds for the Highlanders, 55-32 with 2:04 left to go here in the third quarter. A little bit of substitutions for the Highlanders. Madden Padilla crosses the timeline, gives a little bit of instructions to Edwards. Cross over to Padilla, goes baseline, back out to Edwards. He's going to reward him with a pass, no look pass coming over the court to Padilla. He's left side, right side. You got to see where he's at. Misses, tries to get his own rebound. Oh, almost a trip, almost a goaltending, but there's a foul going on the way up. And that is going to be on Morrow, Jay Morrow. So it's and the harm. So he gets the bucket to go and looks for the three-point swing. $55-34 with the extra at the line. A little bend at the knees. It's the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded. Highlanders. Nice little spin move, gets that one stripped. Goes up hard as Dossie goes inside the paint. Got 3 team fouls by Piedmont, only 2 for the Highlanders with $1:32 left to go here in this third quarter. Dossie to the line. Lets that one go in. So we're checking something at the scorer's table. There was a whistle and there was a confusion. They're going to, I don't know if that was a just because we've not, still stays at 55-34. Little bend and in. $56-34 is your score. It's been all Highlanders after just a short lead by Piedmont to get go. But when the Highlanders get going, watch out. Rebound goes coast to coast, and what a nice move got to see this again on instant replay if we have time. They're so up and down the floor, but it's just worth another look. Comes up and in for the Highlanders. There are so many times I want to do instant replay, and I can't. Can't because it just won't allow me to, because they're just not giving me the opportunity. So 59-34 with the final 56 seconds remaining. Here as we've got a kind of a down Piedmont player. Your Rose Rock third quarter. 59-34 here at the Mac Gym. Glad you could join us. Have Altus and Duncan in action on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Ardmore and Eisenhower in action on the Eisenhower channel. So you can flip around, kind of see games to games. We appreciate that on Tuesdays. We've got a little bit of solution on the floor we'll have to get taken care of, as they say. Stoppage of play. Anyone will get chips and a drink or something. A little bit of a little stoppage of play. I think we got a substitution coming in. I don't know if he lost a contact, because they keep going back to the floor looking at a certain thing, and I know that's why you bring spare contacts if you've got them, if that's really the case. And I don't know if there's really anything else, but we've got that all settled, and we're going to inbounds. Air this one out with the final 53 seconds. Going to air that one up. Little alley-oop, and no good. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Coach Gagliardi giving instructions to his team, not happy with some of the defensive selection that he saw. Going to the line. Lets that one sail. 59-35 with 51 seconds left to go here in the third. Little bounce, little bend in the knees. That's what you do when you practice this. 59-36. Coming back down on the other side. Dallas. Little help back up top of the key. It's inside to Dossie. To Dallas. To Dossie. Stutters, looks at his defender. Wants the pick and the roll. Gets it. Gets around the corner, and that's exactly what he wanted. Set up perfectly. Said, hey, come get my man. I'll do a little pick and roll. Textbook, stolen. Perry coming back down on the other end. Perry, oh, a nice little soft look. What a beautiful connection to make it 63. Final 8 seconds left to go here in the third. Big Macarthur lead, going to let that one just air up right before the buzzer to make it 38. 3 quarters in the book. It's 63. It's 63-38. After 3 quarters of play, we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Welcome back to the Macarthur Gym and your game of the week. And we are now in the fourth and final quarter of this contest. Glad you could join us on the Oklahoma Sports Network. (63-38), and my cameraman Caleb Sherham says I think he may have busted out a tooth. I think because they were looking for something. I don't know, it was a contact, could have been a tooth, something. Trying to find that out. Nonetheless, that's where a little stoppage of play to end the third quarter as we start the fourth and final quarter with the Piedmont Wildcats in a hole, trying to dig themselves out of what they can do. Guarded by Padilla, in your face, still gets inside and the roll. Split in there to finally get to the 40 mark. 63-40. Padilla resets the offense. Kind of hard to slow down a fast-paced offense, wouldn't you say? I mean, when you play slow ball, I don't even know if they really know the word. So Dawsey rattles in and out. Piedmont with a rebound coming on the other end of the floor. Corner. Back out top of the key. Rolling. Top for Sydney's. Stops a little backwards, and he'll get that one to go for three. So chipping away. That's the only thing is now it's a 20-point lead. You just don't really want to take your foot off the gas, and I don't think, well, that's why you respond big time like that with another three. So they giveth and they taketh away. Fourth quarter action was 6:43. Both teams not quitting. High up and off the glass. No good. Rebounded. Going to come back on the other end. Outside corner. Oh, almost stolen. Lets that three ball sail. No good. Rebounded. Coming on the other end of the floor. Nice to Marty Perry. Perry up off the glass for two. Lets that one go in. (68-43). 6:11 left to go here in this contest. Stoppage of play for some substitutions. Going to cross midcourt. Split the defenders, and you can take your pick on who that's going to be on. Shooting two. Could be on Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be with the block. That's the fifth team foul. Yeah, that's going to be fouled out. So, yeah, that's going to be his fifth. So Dallas is going to call it a night. He's going to be out. Montez Edwards will replace him. So our first foul out of the ball game. As Arzante Dallas calls it a night. Makes the first one go in. No, it's not 444. It's 44. 68-44. Second shot coming up. That's good. 68-45. Highlanders with the lead with 5:56 left to go in this contest. Montez Edwards, little outlet pass. Oh, hits the. Dawsey didn't like that selection. Hit the glass, and they're going to go end over end, coast to coast, and they say, I'm not going to wait at all. They're still playing 47-68, and we got a whole bunch of substitutions. Coach is going to bring off the bench for the fast five minutes as there's a foul coming down on the other end of Dawsey. We'll get all these jersey connections and who's coming in here in just a second. Before we do, I'm going to go visit the charity stripe for Vincent Saylor from State Farm. Give Vincent a call today. And hits the front, rolls on out. Remains 68-47 with a second shot coming up. Von Pope will come in. Padilla will go out. We've also got Anthony Smith in. Jalen Wallace, another freshman, on the floor. Second shot is good, and he'll come in for the shooter to make it 69. So most of, I think, our starting five will have seen the night. Von Pope, who got a couple of good minutes there in the first half, in for the Highlanders. White drives, splits the defenders. It's three, and then it's a tap away. And they're going to say He walked. 5:19 remaining in this contest. Live on the network and on Facebook Live. If you've not already, like us on Facebook so we can get a hold of what's going on when we're playing our next contest. We got a swim meet. Von Pope, little turnaround, backwards jumper off the glass, no good. Macarthur gets the rebound. Outside look for Marty Perry, no good. On the floor, back out on the other end. Lets that one sail for three, hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Coming back down the other way. It's going to be Wallace. Wallace on the corner. And a whole bunch of Macarthur substitutions with 4:37 left to go. 22-point lead. Substitutions for the remaining 4 minutes. Von Pope puts it up. And the charge. So, that's not really good. You come in, you try to get a good offensive board, go up top, high, hard, and you get called with a foul, and that's going to be his first. It's only the team sixth. Yeah, team sixth. One away from the bonus. Crosses midcourt. Top of the key. Drives, splits the defenders, and goes up hard, and you can count somebody with the foul. Who we got? We're going to call it on Pope again? No, we're going to say, that's going to be on Pope. I think that's going to be his second. So we got an offensive, and then a defense on the other side of the court. Puts Piedmont to the charity stripe. Gets that one to fall. (69-48) with 4:25 remaining here in this contest. Second shot coming up. That's good. 69-49, back to a 20-point contest. With 4:21 left to go. I'm going to play a little bit of defense at the top of the key. I'm going to go baseline, stop, and pop. That's what you like it. So, yeah, the bench showing that they can play. From Jalen Wallace. A little connection over there to the outside for that Aubrey Hamilton. He gets that one to go in for the Highlanders. That's going to be tossed around and out of bounds, last touch by Piedmont. So Macarthur with the ball with 3:55 left to go here in this contest. Outside corner, a little backdoor action. He tries to go up hard and heavy. And there's going to be a foul on the way up. Kind of see that one again as White throws his body in there. It's like you want to plant your feet, but 71-49 with 3:39 left to go here in this contest. Let a three ball look. Hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders, Marty Perry. Perry, ain't going to get that in the corner. And Piedmont with the ball. A little shuffle around with the outside perimeter passing. That was almost a travel. Lets that one sail for three. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up inside the paint with a little sky hook. And fouled on the way up. It's going to send Askren to the line. Shooting two, first shot no good. Trying to hit the 50 mark with this one here. And does. 3:10 remaining, 71-50. Highlanders with just about 3 minutes left to go. Trying to, the double trap there at the top gets it over to Marty Perry. And back over to Wallace. And that's going to be thrown out. Last touched. Coach still coaching from the bench. He's got a lot of underclassmen that he's got to bring up. Got some seniors on the floor, and then Wallace gets the little pass. There you go. That's how you do it. Still contributing. 74-50. Little scrum and almost loses that. Gets the ball back. Out for a 3-ball look coming the other way. Hits the back of the glass. No good. Should be a jump ball. There's going to be a foul called. That could be on Anthony Smith. With the hold. And now we going to stay not only one away from the bonus, that is his first. Anthony Smith, the sophomore. Gets the first one to fall. Eyes the second one. Lets that one go in. 74-52 with 2:34 left to go in this contest. Marty Perry going to cross the timeline for the Highlanders. Set up shop. And we're going to say nope. He stepped out of bounds. Nope. There's a foul on the floor. Take that back. So, whatever that was, didn't get a true clarification. We stopped, regrouped, little bounce pass, little loose ball, splits the defenders, goes up, and they're going to say in for the goal. 74-54, back to a 20-point contest. 2:03 left to go. Back out to Marty Perry. He eyes a three. It's not really been his night, but he'll take it right there, and that's good. He kind of needed that. He's kind of had a drought tonight. You know, live and die by those threes. 1:45 remain. Game of the week. We'll be back in action again next week. Another home game for the Macarthur Highlanders. Lets that one sail. Drifted around, gets the rebound. Piedmont. Going to bounce that off the foot of a Macarthur Highlander. Off of Anthony Smith. Some more substitutions coming in for the Highlanders, as Jay Morrow will come back into the contest. Fontaine Mollett will go out. 1:27 remaining. 77-54 Highlanders. Side perimeter. A lot of substitutions for both teams. Looking to end this last couple of minute stretch. Lets that one sail to no avail. Going to go, oh man, they try to do a little alley-oop pass, and that comes up short. Almost stripped, stolen, coming back down the other way for Piedmont in the final 57 seconds left to go in this contest. 77-54, Highlanders. Perry on the defense. Cross court. For a 3-ball look. Hits air, nothing else. Final 36 seconds to remain. You could play for the final if you want. Marty Perry. A little kick out. Back over to Wallace. To Perry. No one really has to do anything if they so desire. You can just hold for 23 seconds. It's been a good Macarthur win. We told you about this team, and up and down the court, they're going to be exciting to watch all season long. Don't miss any of the action. Down to the final 8 seconds. Going to hold it and throw it back to Wallace. Down to 4, down to 3, 2. Let's celebrate. It's in the books. It is a final. The Highlanders win 77-54. We'll be back to wrap things up. That is your final here at the Macarthur Gym. Girls fall in Game 1. The boys pick up the win in Game 2 for the Highlanders. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages. The food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Well, I want to invite you back next time around for the Highlanders, and a great impressive win for the men tonight. 77-54 is your final. The ladies fall in game number 1. And as we said, we want to thank our sponsors, including, of course, all of the Oklahoma sports sponsors. But we want to thank Sheffield Construction, the Booster Club, GTT LLC, and so many more that's made sure that we were able to do all of these Macarthur home games for both the boys and the girls, and we couldn't have done it without Coach Gagliardi and all his support from his booster club, the girls and their support for their booster clubs, and how they were able to put it to action. 77-54 is your final, live on Facebook and on the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can watch this game back on demand in about an hour or so you can watch it there. You've been watching a presentation of Macarthur Highlander football in your game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Good night, everybody.